Take a look at your screen. You're looking at Social Science 1. It's a quick pick series. Now remember, that is something that money cannot buy, that level of conscious competence that comes with active content consumption. But it has a trade-off because when you're just flowing, that's passive consumption. That's just, I'm consuming content. It's in the background. I'm just moving from one video to the next. And I'll be honest, it hits me when I think about people who use autoplay. No, no, no. Oh, no, no. People that use autoplay, what is that? Is the pinnacle of passive consumption because autoplay isn't even that good. Out of all the videos you could be sorting through to watch, relying on whatever the algorithm cues as the next best recommendation, autoplay is one of the least effective means to actually determine how you spend your time on the platform. That is a truism. Turn it off. Turn off autoplay. What the categorization layer does instead is forces you to reconcile something. That's what the categorization layer does. It forces you to say, is this worth putting into a playlist? Full stop. Is this worth touching the video at all? Is this worth tapping on it? Because some people won't even click not clicking in, going halfway through, triggering the recommendation engine to update based on the signal that you watched it halfway. Those little tips and tricks add friction when you're interacting with videos, and that friction adds up. It separates you from the passive flow of infinite content, infinite consumption, infinite swiping, doom scrolling, into actually stopping and asking, what is this that I'm consuming? Is it worth it? Is it worth interacting with this video to add it to a playlist? Is it worth clicking into this video? That is what question 2 asks you to figure out. And what question 2 is really surfacing is this. The frictionless flow isn't a sign that you're enjoying the platform fully. It's a sign that the platform is operating you rather than the other way around. Remember, it begins with the title. Question number 3. Culture commentary, natural science culture commentary, social science culture commentary, esoteric culture commentary, geopolitics culture commentary, financial culture commentary. These are not the same bucket, but most consumers have never separated them. They have everything living in the same undifferentiated pile, or at best, they have a single playlist called something generic, and that's where everything goes. So what happens to your consume digest when you start drawing those distinctions? And what do you start to see about your own consumption that you could not see before you had the language for it? And I'll be honest here because I can admit it. Even as someone who's been building this practice for years, when I look back, I realized I had some phases where I was passively adding videos to playlists. It had become so routine, so regimented, that I was just, okay, this goes into the ASAP quick pick. This goes into a category specific quick pick. This goes into a temporal playlist. This goes into a different category specific. I'm skipping this one. I'm skipping this one. This goes into an ASAP. And when I look back and thought, how many of these have I actually watched? That moment of recognition is part of the process. It's not a failure. It's actually what the system is designed to surface. But it also surfaces something harder. Why haven't most content consumers separated these categories? Why haven't they figured out that this is actually a video essay on culture commentary and this is a video essay on pop culture and that these are not the same thing?